Nothing is forever. I watched a YouTube video recently that a friend of mine, Matt Koval, did where he talked about the lifespan of a YouTube career, which is typically 5 to 7 years for a successful channel. I just hit my 6th anniversary, as a matter of fact. I want to take you back to 2013 in my previous career as a music producer. So my wife Nina was about to have our youngest daughter, Layla. So we have Dylan, Lennon, and Layla. Layla's now 9. And I remember saying to her, I can't be producing bands when I'm 60 years old. And she's like, what? I said, yeah, I can't produce bands when I'm 60 years old. And she said, what are we going to do? I said, I have no idea. Now I'm 60 years old right now. Now I know what I'm going to be doing when I'm 60. I didn't know that there was this career ahead of me, which happens to be my 4th career. My first career was as a college professor from 1987 to 1992. And then from 1994 to 1999, I taught at a local music store here called Buckhead Music. That's where I learned all those songs I do on what makes this song great. Then from 1999 until I started this channel, I was a music producer. In 2014, I joined the school board at Dylan and Lennon School, and people would ask me what I do for a living, and I said, I'm a music producer. Something happened that year. So we did not have a lot of work at the time because rock music was becoming out of vogue and there were just very few projects. So I was doing projects with singer-songwriters, doing writing. I had my #1 country song during the time. I had this group Money Magnolias in. I made the video about the song Down by the Riverside. Well, my assistant, Ken, GL, you've seen him in videos. He was my assistant from 2000 on. He recorded every record I ever did, and occasionally he's in my videos now. I have my 3 kids. Ken has 3 kids, and his wife had just started nursing school. So I was like, okay, what are we going to do? I don't have work for Ken right now because I'm doing all these things with a lot of solo artists. So I'm sitting at the computer playing parts, doing stuff myself, and I don't need Ken. But I need to have him work because I'm the only income for his family and my family. So I thought, I'm going to get Ken to make guitar videos with some friends of mine. One of them was Rhett, who was an intern here. Another one is Dave Honorato that you've seen on this channel many times. So the idea was make these videos, put them up on YouTube, and then the guys can sell them a la carte or whatever. So I paid Ken to make videos in Final Cut Pro like I do now, but I wasn't in the videos. Okay, so we made 100 of these and we sold 1. It just didn't go anywhere. Nobody was interested. We put them up on YouTube. They got no views and nothing happened with them. 100 videos. We didn't put 100 videos up there, but we finished 100 videos. Ken worked on this for months, for a year, basically up until 2015 in December when I had this big viral video with my son Dylan. Once that viral video happened, I started going live on Facebook and doing teaching myself. One of the reasons that I did that was that people saw that and said, how does this kid know music theory? And it's like, well, I taught him music theory. He had perfect pitch, but I taught him what modes were, what chords were. And so I thought, I can teach other people this stuff. So I started going on Facebook and doing Facebook Lives. This is when Rhett came to me about 3 weeks after my mom passed away in June and said, you should start a YouTube channel and do this on YouTube. Actually make videos and not do live streams. So I did my first video on June 8th. Still on the school board of the kids' school. So after a few months, I start making my living as a YouTuber. And then when people would ask me, parents would ask me, what do you do for a living? I would say, I'm a YouTuber. And it was so awkward. It sounded really weird. And they say, you're what? And then I would immediately default to, I'm a music producer. Fast forward to this past weekend when I was in Seattle. I was doing a show. I'm in front of the audience and I said, you know, I used to think of my channel as a music theory channel, music teaching channel. But then I came to realize that I have a music appreciation channel. People immediately erupted in applause because they realize that's why they're there. If you live long enough, you have a number of careers typically. Most people do, right? I'm 60 years old. I'm on my 4th career. But as my friend Matt says,
the typical life cycle of a creator only seems to last about 5 to 7 years.
Now, I'm not quitting YouTube. I don't have any plans to quit YouTube anytime soon. But this will most likely be my last career. A lot of people commented during my studio tour video that I didn't really spend any time in the control room. Well, I don't really spend much time in the control room. You don't see me make videos from in there because that's where I worked as a music producer. There's a piece of gear in there that I bought while I've been on this channel. It's one of the few pieces of gear I bought for the studio. It's a Chandler TG1 compressor, and I thought I'm going to use this in a video. And I did use it for one video, but it's really something that I always wanted as a producer. These things that I thought, this is important for my career here. It's like, no, I was already a YouTuber at the time, yet I was buying this thing thinking, okay, justifying, I'm going to use this in a video, but it's really me, Rick, the record producer, that wasn't ready to give up being a record producer and admit that I was a YouTuber, while still clinging to. A lot of times you don't realize when you're changing careers. Sometimes you just fall into these things. It really freaks my friends out when I say this to them, and they always ask me the same thing. Wait a minute, if so-and-so came to you and they'll name some big band, you wouldn't produce them? And I said, no. Why do you not understand that I have no interest in doing this anymore? In your 20s, you think everything is possible. In your 30s, you start to realize certain things are closed off to you. You're not going to be a professional athlete if you hadn't been one by then. Luckily, I have my brain and I have all these things I've learned in my life about music that I can share with you, which I love to do. It's my favorite thing to do. I joked in my talk in Seattle that my favorite videos to watch on YouTube are squirrel suit videos. You know, the people that dive off these mountains and fly at 200 miles per hour that are completely insane. And then I said the other one is watching videos of YouTubers that are quitting. And everybody laughed about that. I just was thinking about that if I ever was going to quit YouTube, I wouldn't make a video about quitting YouTube. Love to know your thoughts. Check out my new Beato Book Interactive. If you bought any version of the Beato Book in the past, go to beatobook.com. You can upgrade. Check out my Beato Ear Training and my Quick Lessons Pro guitar course at rickbeato.com. And also hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.